What is a Performance Max campaign in Google Ads? So in this video, I'm going to be telling you what a Performance Max campaign is, or Pmax as many call it, within Google Ads, and I'm also going to be discussing the main channels that your Performance Max campaign will show up on, as well as how to set it up properly so that you're going to get the most out of your campaign, so you've left sort of no stones unturned. Now, before I do continue, my name is Ajay Dhunna. I'm a Google Ads expert. I've been running Google Ads for the best part of 20 years. Now, what I've done is I've written this book called How to Win Customers with Google Ads. You can have this book sent off to you. The only thing you need to do is to cover the postage and packaging, and the book will be shipped off to you, and it's a great resource to help you better understand what Google Ads is and how you can use Google Ads to get more inquiries flowing into your business. Now, what is a Performance Max campaign? So a Performance Max campaign is a campaign that allows advertisers to show ads across all various Google-owned properties and networks using a single campaign type. So what I mean by that is, typically you would have to set up multiple campaigns in order for your ads to be shown on multiple platforms that Google owns. Well, with Performance Max, you don't need to do that. You just need to set up one campaign called a Performance Max campaign, and the algorithm, the smart bidding, the AI will determine where your ads are shown based on your goals and your conversions. So firstly, I want to cover where your ads are shown on Performance Max. The first one is YouTube. So your ads are shown on display targeting options using your YouTube audience, whatever you may have configured. And remember, YouTube is the second biggest search engine in the world, and it's also owned by Google, so it's definitely worth it having ads shown on the YouTube platform. The second place where your ads are shown is obviously the Google's own Google search network. Now, although Performance Max doesn't directly compete with the traditional search ads, your ads can show in the search results, mainly in response to broader queries. The third place that your ads will be shown on is the Google Display Network, otherwise known as the GDN. So ads can appear on a variety of websites and apps that partner with Google. Okay. Now, again, with all display networks, what I highly recommend is, if you are going to be using a display network, do not have a campaign outside Pmax. Do not have a campaign which consists of display and search within the same campaign. However, with Pmax, with Performance Max, the actual campaign will handle itself as to where your ads are being displayed, whether on the search or display network. The fourth place the ads will be shown is the Discovery or the Discover platform. So this refers to the content feed on the things like mobile apps and some other Google services offering personalized content for users. The last place that your Performance Max campaigns will be displayed on is Gmail. So your ads can appear within the Gmail client, especially within the Promotions tab. Sorry, I did say last. I got that wrong. The other place that your ads may display on is Google Maps, or which is now obviously called Google Business Profile. Previously used to be called Google My Business, but for some reason, as we all know, and as I've covered in many of my videos, Google's got a habit of changing their terminology. So your ads will be displayed on the Google Google Business Profile. So these are maps that are promoted locations or results within the app itself. So Performance Max uses a variety of machine learning to optimize your placements and bidding across these platforms based on the advertiser's chosen actions. So what I mean by that is that it could be that you've configured your campaigns for website purchases, or maybe you've configured it for form sign-ups because you want more bookings, or you might want more valuations, or you might want someone to fill in your contact form, or as a goal you may have set up your campaigns to deliver you more phone calls, right? So when you keep this in mind, the Google's advertising offering can evolve. So it's always a good idea to check the Google's official documentation or updates for the latest information on their ads, because Google does change these sort of things around quite a lot. Now we could get on to how we actually set up a Performance Max campaign in the first place. And before I do continue, if you haven't already signed up to this channel, and look, 70% of people who watch my videos haven't even signed up to it, they haven't even subscribed to it. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and please put your comments below. Tell me what sort of videos you would like me to create, because in that way the algorithm will push these videos out to more people, so I'll get more visibility. I'll be able to help more people just like yourselves. So in order to set up a good Performance Max campaign, you need to set up a variety of what they call assets, and these assets are needed to ensure that your campaigns run effectively across all channels. Now, these channels help the system to determine the best combination and the placement for your ads. Now, so what are the main assets that you need to be aware of when setting up a Performance Max campaign? So I'm going to talk you through about 10 of the main assets that you need to make sure that you have got properly set up. Because by setting up the assets, what you're ensuring is that you're giving the algorithm as much opportunity as possible to determine which assets gets used on which platform based on what the intent of the user may be. And the whole purpose of that is to obviously drive you more conversions and more leads. So if there's somebody there that's more likely to look at YouTube videos, right? And if you haven't got a video, then the Performance Max campaign is not going to be able to serve your ads on YouTube, which may be where your audience might be hanging out. So it's important that you cover as many of these assets as possible in detail, so you're giving Google all the tools, all the ammunitions to make sure that your ads get served to the right audience based on the platform that they are using. So let's start with headlines. Now, as with all responsive search ads, you want to make sure that you provided Google with multiple headlines of variety lengths, of different lengths and different purposes. So some of your headlines can be call to actions, some could be consisting of your keywords, or some could be creating a FOMO effect, like fear of missing out. So then Google can determine which one of your headlines are most suitable for your actual users. The second one is your descriptions. So just like headlines, provide multiple descriptions. So these offer more information about your product or the service and support the actual headline. So they actually complement the actual headlines. Thirdly, images. Now it's absolutely crucial, because if Google deems that, hey, the most suitable platform for your audience is going to be a display platform, then it's going to want to display images. So make sure you've got multiple high quality images and ensure that they represent your brand, right? So make sure you got your logo in it. So when determining what type of images to have, make sure you got a combination of landscape images, square images, and make sure you include your logo both in landscape and in square format as well. The fourth point is videos. So for YouTube placement, you need to make sure that if you have video content, it can be beneficial for the placement of where what YouTube displays. So you need to ensure that your videos are engaging and they're of good quality, right? So use all the usual rules about creating videos. So your hook right at the bottom, make sure you got good call to actions, make sure your videos are concise and compelling, and they're not boring or they're not monotonous so people just fall asleep watching your videos, right? Okay, cool. So let's get on to the fifth point. So your fifth point is make sure you got adaptive banner assets. So if you're aiming for display placements, you'll want to have assets that are ready for adaptive banners. So these might include having several headlines or descriptions and images so that Google can use a mix of these to create optimal display ads for each placement. The sixth one is your final URL, and obviously this is your landing page. Now it's crucial that you take people to the right landing page, so you don't always want to take them to the home page. So if people are clicking on the ad, make sure that it should be relevant to what they have searched for, and the content is relevant, and you're providing users with the best user experience. The other one is your display network, your display URL, right? So your display URL is a shortened URL that appears in your ads. So it's typically a condensed version of your final URL and gives the user an idea of where they're likely to be directed upon clicking on your ad. So you can use this in order to put a keyword at the end of your URL as well, right? So then when people visually looks at it, it looks like, hey, this is the right type of ad that I want to click on. Number 8 is your call to action, or your CTA. So this must be brief and keep it super simple, like shop now, learn more, sign up, get a quote. So you're providing your users with a very clear call to action, and this can help to drive user engagement. The ninth thing that you need to make sure that you've got is your business name. Clearly mention your business name or your brand, and this is going to help to develop trust when people are looking at your brand. Okay, then you've got your extension assets. So these are typically pieces of information that you can include within your ads. So examples of these are like call extensions, so you can add a phone number to your ad, or maybe you can add location extensions, and location extensions show your business address. Maybe you can add site link extensions. So these are links that are a different part of your website but relevant to what the user has actually typed in. So when setting up a Pmax campaign, it's beneficial to provide as many quality assets as possible, because it's the machine learning algorithm behind the Pmax that will ultimately test different combinations of assets to determine what works best, where to place your ad, and to work out your audience segmentation. So for more options, the more options that you provide the system, the better your Performace campaign will work. So what's my opinion about Performace campaigns? So we've used, in our agency, we experiment, we do a lot of experiments for a lot of customers, right? So we use Performace campaigns. We've got mixed experiences. So what I've observed is that you need to give Pmax campaigns time. It's not going to be the case that you switch it on and it's going to start performing. These Performace campaign takes time to learn what's working, what's not working. Remember, it's trying to put your ads on like at least 5 different platforms, so it's going to work out how's it performing on YouTube, how is it performing on display, how is it performing on search, on Gmail, and so on. And then based on where it's going to get conversions from, it's going to start serving your ads to that, and as well as handling all your retargeting and everything. So it's like an all-in-one type of package. So be super patient with it. What I don't suggest is you just write off your current search campaigns and your current display campaigns or your video campaigns and just go for Pmax. That is a complete no. You want to run Pmax in parallel to your existing campaigns and experiment with them. We've had both experiences. We've had some really good experiences whereby Pmax is giving a lot of results, but they do require a lot of TLC. So you got to keep on top of them, make sure that are they really performing? Are we changing? Have we got enough headlines? And are the landing pages right? Are the display URLs, the display ads, and so on? So we've had a lot of good experience, but we've had a lot of poor experience as well. In some cases, what we found is that by having a Performace campaign, it's affected, coincidentally, the search campaign. So the search campaign, the performance of the search campaign has degraded, whereas the performance of the Max campaign has increased. Now, this, who knows? This is conspiracy. Is it just Google trying to move everyone over to smart bidding, to Performance Max? Because the thing I don't like about Performance Max, it's just a little black box. You don't know what's going inside it. You've got very little control in terms of optimizing your Performance Max campaigns. So use it with great caution. If you want help with setting up a Performance Max campaign, get in touch with us. There'll be a link somewhere below this video. So likewise, if you need help with Google Ads, maybe you've already got a Google Ads campaign running, get in touch with us and we'll be happy to jump onto a call, book a discovery call with us. There'll be links somewhere in the description below. We'll be more than happy for either myself or a member of my team to jump onto a call with you and to discuss your Google Ads campaign, what sort of challenges you're facing. We can even conduct free video audits of your Google Ads campaigns and give you free recommendations as to what you can do to improve the performance of your campaigns. I hope you like this video. What I'd like you to remember is, firstly, do subscribe to this video, right? Do subscribe, do comment to it, put a comment below, right? If you like, just put the word Pmax. If you've got nothing to say, right, just put the word Performance Max in the comment below, so I know, hey, people are looking at this video and they've looked it up until this sort of point, right? And at the same time, do get a copy of my book, which is called How to Win Customers with Google Ads. It's got over 200 pages of high quality information about everything you need to know about how you can set up Google Ads campaigns to start winning business, to start winning customers for your business. I hope you like this video and I look forward to seeing you on another video. Take care. Goodbye for now.